Hi everybody, it's Julie, and today we are working on A for our Stash Buster Junk Journal Challenge. This is for September 2021, and our A is any roll of paper, and I have this from my mom's stash, and it is like homemade paper. It has pieces of grass in it. It is so cool. There's actually two pieces that are going throughout this. I have already cut off one of the pieces, and so we're going to start with that. Now remember, we need to do at least 3 things to our item, okay? And then this time our any paper from a roll needs to be our base. So we're going to start by stamping. I'm going to pull out my Ranger Archival ink. I don't know if this is the new one. I think my stamp pads got mixed up. So I'm going to give a look. I'm going to look at this and see which side I like best. I don't know that there's a whole lot of difference. And I'm just going to do some random stamping with my postmark stamp here, my postage stamp. And this is the one in English, okay? And then I'll put it back because it is one of my favorite stamps. Then I'm going to bring out, I'm calling this the fairy ring. It's a poppy. I guess I should call it the poppy ring. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp around the postage, just for something different. The ring is turning out really good. The flower is there. That one's better. It's okay because it's random stamping. Okay, now I'm going to just take the flower, and I'm just going to take it and use it in random places. So I'm basically making my own background paper here, and so there we go. So that can go back. I have it here so that I remember that I want to use it. So next I have this, and this came from one of those stamp sets that come when you buy a magazine. And so I'm just going to grab this so that I might get some of the fern in there. And I'm just going to use my fingers, okay? And I'm just going to add some writing randomly around on the page, okay? Okay, so we got some writing on there, and then I have this stamp, and so I'm going to go ahead and just put it on here in some of those other places. It'll be yeah, I think this is my old stamp pad here, you guys. It'll be there, but it's not super dark. Okay, and then I can just take just the ends. I'm just putting ink basically on the end. Okay, so we've gone ahead and we've added stamping. So that gives us one of our things that we need to happen. Okay, so I have this piece, and I'm looking at it, I'm like going, you know, it actually looks like it might fit in the journal. I'm going to straighten this edge out here. I think I'm straightening it. Okay, let's find our little journal that we're working on. We're working on this fairy journal, and I think that we can, yeah, so I think that that can be used as a page size. Okay, but I don't want to use it just as a page. I'm thinking this is going to be the center of the signature, and a center of the, well, center of the signature, because I think it's going to have more than one. Okay, and so I'm going to have it to here. I'm going to leave a little bit and fold it. Okay, okay, let's give this a measure. I just want to make sure I'm inside. I am. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and rip this. Now I know when I get to the big pieces of grass, oh, they do rip. I wasn't thinking they were going to rip. Huh. So any roll of paper can be wrapping paper, paper towels, toilet paper. Okay, so I think the next thing I want to do is I do want to go ahead and I'm going to sew around this. That's going to give me this little pocket, and then this is where it can go into the journal, possibly as the center if I decide I want to do that. But let's go ahead and sew around this, and I'll be right back. Okay, so we've made a little pouch out of this, and I think it's adorable. Okay, so if I decide, I mean, this can just go in. It could just go in as a little fun thing in the journal, or it can go into where we bind it right there. Okay, so regardless, I'm going to go ahead and turn this around. Now I wanted to show you, so I had several containers like this and some that were bigger, and they were over where I redid my where my stamps are, and I have divided them into packages based on the journals that I know I'm making in the next month or two, and then the others by color. I'll tell you what, I have a Lucy cat, and if I stack them, she knocks them over, and then I have hundreds and hundreds of pieces. So I've decided to go ahead and try this. And so I have put them into little baggies. You can see these are all things that I thought matched the fairy theme and the colors that we were doing here. So we're going to go ahead, and I have this cute little pocket. So I think this was Happy Mail. If it was Happy Mail and it came from you, let me know in the comments. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add this little packet pocket. So what is it? A coin envelope, I think, is what it would be. A little tiny coin envelope. It's so darn cute. Okay, and so if that's like that, I'm going to put this right here. Okay, and I did it so that it will be a tuck, so something could come in behind there. I have this pretty little card, and it's actually from a journal, and it was scrap, but I think it's gonna match really well. But you saw the other day I'm gonna do a little bit of distressing. Okay, if things are already the right, that color, then I am gonna go ahead, and if they're not, I am gonna distress them a little bit just to bring them into the right color frame. Right color. Okay. And so I'm just using good old vintage photo. So what I'm trying to do, along with making the journals for this Stash Buster challenge, is I also want to go through things and see if I can help my stash be easier to use. Okay, so let's see what is in here. I think that this is going to be too big. Isn't that adorable though? You know what? I think it's gonna go right there. I love it. I should have saved it for one of my journals, but we'll put it in this little fairy journal. Okay. And I didn't put glue on the whole flower, only put it on where it was going to glue onto our little pocket. Okay, so this could be considered a pocket page that we'll be able to put something in here, or it may end up being the center of the signature. And so we might want a little closure on this. So how can I... Oh, you know what? There was a piece of fabric in one. I'm trying to, like I said, I'm using all my stuff. Okay, so if I do that, is it gonna be okay that this comes around? Might want it to come around low. Okay, so this will close this off. A little bow. A little bit bigger, a little bit more string here. Okay, so the short one we'll take and tie it, and then we'll use the long one to go around and tie. Okay, so there we go. And that is what we have for here. And then I think, just so that we have something happening over here, and we're gonna go ahead and just help those edges to not be so clean. Okay, and we'll just add one of our little butterflies to this side. Okay, so there's that. There's this sweet little pocket. Okay, and there's a place that with a little tuck spot, and there's a place inside here. Now I'm going to be making more journal cards, so I think I want to wait and just use that. But I think that that's a really fun little pouch pocket idea. Again, it can go in as a traveling pocket. I'm thinking that it's actually going to go be sewn into the journal. But there is idea number one. So I have a second one that is already stamped, and I think for this one we're going to go ahead and let's rip the page here. Okay, and using this to measure and make sure it's going to fit in the book. It does. I keep saying book. In the journal. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and flip this over. Okay. Let's use this as our straight edge up here. Okay. And okay. What can I do here that I can help to not waste as much? Okay, so this is going to come in. Okay. This is going to be a page. This is going to be a page. Let's make sure that yeah, that's page, that's page. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and carefully try and rip this straight up this edge. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down on this bottom. Okay. There's that. Then I'm going to use the washi tape. This is the washi tape we've been using, isn't it? Let's grab our box of things that we've made. Oops. Yeah. This is the washi tape we've been using. I have a little box here of the things that have already been made. And so I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to put a little bit of glue on this edge. And I'm going to put glue along inside here. Okay. And hoping that I can get a bigger pocket than just ripping, gluing down where I had ripped. And this is actually paper tape, washi wannabe from Dollar Tree. Okay, but there we go. And so now we have a pocket here. Okay, and so I am going to go ahead and wonder if, I don't know if my punch will work here. I'm going to go ahead and take a piece of paper from here and put it in here. And this piece of grass, some of it is coming undone anyway. Okay, so I've got this piece of paper in here to help make this a little thicker, because sometimes having the paper a little thicker will help it to punch. Okay, so if you're having trouble with your punch, it might just be that your paper's too thin. Okay, so there we go. We've made our little pocket hole. What do they call that little hole there, you guys? It's probably got a name. Probably has a name, but okay, so I have this fun little pocket here. I have this card that was in this stuff. It's a little too big. Okay, so I'm not gonna waste our time. Okay, and that's kind of short. Fun. We got a lot of things in here. Ooh, that one's pretty. That one will fit. That one fits. I like that. I think we'll put that one down there. I think it's actually already distressed. I'm going to just distress the corners a little. Okay, then we'll go ahead and glue this down. So a top pocket we have up there, and then I'm hoping that maybe this will fit right in there. I think it will. Okay, I love those colors. Okay, so I have a couple of these. These were from a receipt book, and I used my tag punch and punched out some of those. Here we have a little burgundy one. Let's see, I'm looking for something that's bigger that can go up in that top pocket. Oh, that's cute. Kind of like that. I'll save this because, I mean, got actual flowers. Okay, so yeah, I don't see anything. Okay, this might work. Aha, that works. Okay, so there's that, and let's see, where's some fabric? Here's a piece of the fabric that we're using. Go ahead and cut it. There we go. Okay, so I'm fraying the edges, and let's see. Got oh, we did end up with a little bit of the flower. Cool. Okay, we'll just put this on here. And, you know, we do have some of these, have some flowers randomly. In here we have some book page. Oh, we don't need book page because we've got some words on here. This is like so exciting to have this. Okay, so there's these. And I'm going to go ahead and put one of those on there. I think it's really exciting to have these pieces already ready and be able to just use them in the journal here. I'm going to go ahead and go for the X in the center there. And then I want to make sure that these are all down. Okay. And we'll go ahead and add a little bit of glue back here. And put this across. Okay, so there's that and that. You know what? I think the corner rounder, this will be a good place for the corner rounder. So let's go ahead and go in and round these corners. Yeah, I don't know if I can get in there. I should have done it. Should have done it beforehand. There we go. Okay, so that will go right in this little pocket right here. And it's got the little tab stuff hanging out of the top. We did fill this pocket and I really, really like that. So on this side, we have let's try this. Okay. I'm going to add a belly band to this side. I'm just going to cut a smidge off here. Put this away. Okay. So this is just a cute little calling card. I want to make sure that I'm especially flush on the side that is going to go into the journal. So we can go ahead and cut a little bit off of each side this time. I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of glue here. Okay, so I'm going to use this calling card from out of my stash. Remember, we are busting our stash. I am going to be using random items out of my stash. And I think like after I finish, well, I've got 2 fairy journals, little ones here. So after I finish those, then I will take this apart, and by color, I will put those items away if there's anything left. Okay, so, yeah, and okay, we did not, okay, good. Let's say we did not use that. So let's go ahead and put this here. I do want to add one of our fairy images to that. We haven't done anything. We still haven't. Ooh, look at that. Yeah, we're going to put these little, these are the fairies' friends. Okay, so this is from the Summer Fairies digital kit, and it has backgrounds that are eco-dyed and some lace backgrounds that are lace grunge. So we have, there are background kits too that is fairy grunge and lace grunge that you're going to see me use all through fall. Okay, so there we've got that, added that on there. I love it. And so let's go. We were looking for a fairy image. And I want the small image papers. So these are what we've got. Let's see. Okay. So if we take one of these and put it on there, I think that would be really cute. Let's just start with this one on the end. If I'm going to frame it, I need to frame it all the way around. Okay. Okay, and that's going to go on this. Okay, so I'm going to want something else behind it. And I was noticing I had some music here. Okay, so this is from, I think it's Love Songs, Old Fashioned Love Songs digital kit. And you get pages, you get side-by-side pages, you get the full page. So if you want to just make a whole page of wallets, you can do that. If you want to, you know, have a home decor piece that is music, you'll be able to do that. Okay. Okay, let's go. We're going to go at an angle. Make sure that we put this in the right orientation. Distress our music. I know you're shocked. Okay, it needs something. I'm going to get into my little bag here. I do have these little hearts that I want to add, I think, throughout. Ooh, there's this. There's a little tiny dragonfly in here somewhere. A little tiny dragonfly sticker. Let's see if I can get it to fall. Oh, and I put this in here so that I can put this on my desk. It's circle stickers. There it is. I see it. I see it. There it is. Okay, so if I put this on here, and this, and then this, yeah, okay. Okay, so go ahead and I'm looking on this to see where it's going to be covered. Okay. Okay, so there's that. Just adding our little pieces all the way around. And I may end up using those hearts in the other fairy journal. It's also little, this one is the one I made out of the box that my new storage for my computer came in. And then the other one is out of the HP Instant Ink box. And I'm thinking if I have enough HP Instant Ink boxes that I might be putting together a little kit, because several people have said I don't have those. And I was like, oh, well, I could make one and then use that as the we saw her try and step onto the thing, so we want to make sure that this has glue. And I actually had this little card, these two cards like this. I had those in the stuff for the horse journals, but then I bought that horse paper, so it doesn't match the horse paper, but I think it's going to be a cute addition to this. Okay, let's put that in there. Okay, so this, we have a pocket and a tag and a belly band and a tag. I love it. So that is our second one. And then for our third one, we're going to use this piece, and let's go ahead and figure out, okay. Okay, we're going to go ahead and cut this down here. We're going to go ahead and fold this over like this. Like this. Okay, and this is going to be made to go on a page like this, okay? It will be glued down on one side. The other side will have a flip, and I think we'll go ahead and add a flip-flop right inside that other side. We'll have it already ready. Okay, so this does fit. Okay, so one side is going to get glued down. So we'll have that be, this side is going to be the side that gets glued down. Let's go ahead and build a pocket over here. So I have this beautiful butterfly, and it is a die cut, and I was like, you know what, I think I'm gonna want this to not be so thick. I love the, you know, the chipboard, but they just add too much bulk. They add too much bulk when they're in my scrapbooks. I think the only thing that I really like them for is a card that I'm gonna hand to somebody, or drop on their, you know, their front porch or something. Not even to mail, because you know you get over the size of a pen, and you're a package. You're no longer a letter. Okay, so let's go ahead and, so I'm just carefully pulling this up. Now I can save that and use it as a stencil if I want to, and I probably will. Okay, so let's see. Again, this is going to become part of the pocket. Let's go ahead and I'm going to glue it on in this direction. Okay. I'm going to put glue on this edge and then glue on my butterfly. I want it to go down so that it's, okay, let's go up here. Okay, so we have added our butterfly. Now when this gets put on a page, it goes on a page, we'll be able to glue it and glue it down as a pocket. I think I want something else to come down here also. So I'm going to look in my little bag of tricks here, see if I can find a little something. We'll go with this side. Okay. I like this. Okay, so it's going to give us just a little bit more pocket. Let's grab one of these. We don't want to go any further than this. Okay, so lay that down. So I'm going to go on the butterfly here, and then the edge of the tag here. Okay, so that gives me a full little pocket that we've built here. Okay. Now for this, we're going to want some paper of some sort. I have some onion dyed paper over here. Again, scrap busting, I'm using my scraps. This is a scrap of onion dyed paper from a previous, well, we did this in January. We did the onion skin dyeing in January. Okay, go ahead and pull that over, and then I'll just cut this for right now. I lost my little dilly bobber that we're making. Okay, so for this, let's see. I'm going to add a flip-flop here. Okay, so I've folded this in half. Folded it in half. I'm going to fold it in half again. I usually do this with a lined paper. Okay, let's do it this way so that we can see and make sure that we're straight. Okay, so I've folded it over, and I have that little, well, it would be a spine if you were going to make it into a book, but we're going to go ahead and add this in to our little, into here, and it's going to be a true flip-flop, which means when you pick up the flap, Okay, so when you pick this up, the whole thing is going to come over. But this is where this is going to be put into the journal. I am going to go ahead and just, in case, we're going to go ahead and add a piece of our washi tape here, just to help with strength, you know, just in case this gorgeous any paper on a roll that we're using is doesn't want to stay together. Okay. Okay, so now we need to go ahead and fold that, get our fold back. Okay. You can feel the glue through the paper. Okay, so there's that. Okay. So this will get put in the spine, and this will be, remember, this is going to be on a, it's going to be a pocket on a page. And then this way, we'll have our flip flap. Okay? And the really cool thing about that is you don't lose any writing space really, except for that little piece that's stuck in the back. Okay, and I like to do these because I a lot of times over decorate my journals, and I just need more writing space in them. Okay, so I'm cleaning up this edge down here so that it's not trying to stick. Okay, and that makes it free flowing. Okay. Okay, and I do want to add something here. Let's go ahead and find our little, maybe a little bigger. Ooh, you know what? We haven't got to use this. Let's go ahead and we're going to use this one. This one has 3 of them. And it'll become like a flap. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and put this on here. Again, we'll add our glue to the edge here, and then our glue around the piece that's going to stick on there. I need to get into some flowers, because I think I have some red flowers that will look similar to this. I think we'll put this down here. Okay, so this is my any roll. I made this little piece that will go into the journal. Again, this is going to attach to another page, and it will become a pocket. Okay, so it'll become a pocket, and I may want to add some lace down here. Do I have a piece? Yeah, I know up there I was getting a little low. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead and add that on right now. Going straight across. Okay. So we'll add this piece of lace, then we'll cut it. Okay, so like I said, this is going to get attached. It will become a pocket. This side is a flip-flop, a true flip-flop, because it literally lives on the flip-flop flap. Okay. Okay, so we have made 3 separate items. I did do, they're all kind of page ideas, but that's because this paper is perfect for page ideas. I'm just looking to see what I should save from here. I think we'll save this little piece, and we'll save the music pieces up here with the butterflies. I fussy cut some butterflies before I started this video while I was still trying to decide what I was going to do. And so let's go ahead, clean this up, and we'll be right back and show you what we made. And we're back. We have our pocket page with the calling card pocket, and we added some little items from my stash in there, and added some washi to hold for it to be the pocket. Now you could go ahead and, depending on the size of this, we can go ahead and let that hang off. Remember, we're using any paper roll or any roll of paper, and I'm using this that was in my mom's stash. Okay, and so you turn this. This had such a nice weight. When you turn it over, I decided to add a belly band there, and we added one of the images from the digital kit here. This came from my stash, and as did this card, this little lace doily thing, and then the music is from the Old Fashioned Love Songs digital, and then we added one of our summer fairies. And this little dragonfly that I've had forever, and it's a sticker, but we did glue it on. Okay, and don't forget, we did stamp on top of the paper to give it a different look. This was the first one that we made. We made a pocket that can go in the journal like this, so you'll be able to put something in here. We can go ahead and sew this into the signature. And the thing is that when we sew this in, we can sew this piece right here also. Okay, I am going to go ahead and glue this just because. Oh, got some gobbledygook. We can use that. I did get some fabric tack while Tom and I were out. I got it at Walmart, so of course no coupon, but that's okay. At least I have it, and I don't have to go to town again. Then I thought I was going to town to get our volunteer uniforms cleaned, and today he says, oh, you know, I've got a cleaner right near me. I'll just do it. I'm like, okay. So I do not have to go to town. So, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let that be stationary on there. And so I did add one of the little butterflies from the Summer Fairy digital kit. And then over here, this, I believe this little pocket was Happy Mail. Added this cute little die cut there. This was a scrap from something. It's really pretty with the roses, and it's a nice heavy weight. And so I've got that right there, and then we have this, excuse me, that we added to the tuck spot. I love it. Love it. So this just will go ahead and be like this. So when I go to sew this in, I will leave it open like this in the center of the journal with these pieces hanging out. And then I can go ahead and close it. Okay. So our third one is our, this is going to get attached to the side of a page. Okay. So it's going to go on to the side of a page, or it can go on a side of a page this direction. And actually I would recommend that it go in this direction because you want to use the flap. Okay, and if it's on this side, this is what you're going to get when you're going through the book. So this will go onto the right side of a page. Okay. So we started out with the any paper roll that's been stamped, folded it. It was a scrap. I'm really trying to use the scraps and all of the pieces. We went with this line here, took this piece off of the die cut butterfly or the chipboard, added this tag down here to make the pocket longer. If I need to shorten it, I can do that. Okay, it's going to be okay to shorten the tag. But we're going to add glue down here to the bottom of this when it goes in a page, and it'll be a really pretty tuck spot. Added some lace down here, and then from this way, I went ahead and ripped this. I really like this paper ripped. Added this image here, one of the red flowers that we're using, and then some onion skin dyed paper that you can write on there on the inside. So again, remember, this is going to be attached on the outside of a page. Okay, so it'll go on the outside of a page like this. Okay, so then when you're going through, you'll find this and go like this, and it's going to be so neat. So yeah, so there's my 3 ideas. This one has a vertical pouch pocket with a calling card pocket. This one has this pocket here. So I guess this would be a vertical pocket. I love the way this feels. And we've sewn this and stamped it, added this, and added all of that. And the fabric as well for the little closure. And then we have our little outside the page add-on. So which one is your favorite? Which one would you go make? And what are you using for your any roll of paper? You might be able to help give someone else an idea by telling us what you're using. Okay? Find something to celebrate every day. Make sure you go watch one of these videos right here. And I believe tomorrow is strips of paper. Strips of paper tomorrow. So that's what I'll be working with, and I hope you'll join us at the 10:30 premiere. We do this every day at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, and we do it that way so that we can have a live chat. So if you're here at 10:30 Pacific Standard Time, just hit that little bell right down, or just hit that little bell. Hit that live chat button. Come on over and say hello. Have an amazing day. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Bye-bye.